Hi Aries, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Let's do a reading for you for March. This is a general reading, so please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. And you might check your other placements for a more complete picture, or if this reading doesn't resonate with you, okay? And I also want to say thank you very much for your support, your likes, subscriptions, comments, shares, that kind of thing. It means a lot, so thank you. Okay, let's get your overall energy. You have the Hermit. Okay, this is where you're taking time to go within and use your intuition and your wisdom to find the enlightenment that you're looking for. All right, it could be something specific that you're looking for, or enlightenment in general. And of course, there's a reason for that. Okay, your past energy, this is balance. It's give and take. So if there's something that you're needing or needed, it should have been provided for you. But it is one of balance, creating the balance. All right, your current energy, feeling like you need to defend and protect something. So maybe in your past you felt something was not balanced. So you need to protect and defend whatever this concerns. And it could be why you were going in to seek enlightenment, or are going in to seek enlightenment. Okay, you have two cards. Oh, beautiful. I'm really glad to see this. Your future. Here's this broken heart. And there are a couple of ways to look at this. One is something has happened that really hurt your feelings or hurt you. You know, you felt the pain. But it could also be, you see the clouds are down here, right? And swords are energies of seeing clearly, thinking clearly, using your wisdom, right? It's more on the logical, practical side. And if the clouds are in the way, you can't see clearly, can't potentially think clearly. You know, it's hard to use your wisdom. You're in a fog. So it could either be that something hurt you, or that you couldn't see something clearly. But what came out with it is the Queen of Pentacles, which she's got to be one of my favorite energies, because for her, there is balance, a beautiful dance of balance. You know, and in your past, balance was the energy that came out for you. So it doesn't say if it's lack of balance or good balance. But judging by the cards here, I would say it's probably a lack of balance. But this is saying you are coming into balance, right? So that means you're getting out of this energy. This energy is beautiful. On the physical plane, very balanced. You know, the income's okay or great, however, but it is what she is comfortable with. On the home front, there is much love. It's a very earthy energy, one where she's not in any grand hurry. Everything is good. So it's almost the opposite of this, right? Here is hurt or not seeing clearly. Here is seeing so clear that there is much balance and contentment. Huge difference. Yeah. So the way I feel about this is whatever was going on and is going on, you're finding the answers to it, and it's creating this beautiful balance. All right, now let's get a card for challenges. You have a couple. Okay, your cards are wanting to come out in couples now. The Knight of Cups. You're taking action, going towards what it is that you love, whatever that may be. Okay, it can be romance, but it doesn't have to be. The Knight of Cups is wanting to surround themselves with what it is that they love. So this is what you're taking action on. And here you have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is an awesome energy, very caring, and he's the one that has the Midas touch. So what he touches turns to gold. In other words, if this has to do with your work or business in some way, one of the very best energies. And look, both of them are pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So you have divine counterparts. Absolutely fabulous. So Aries, it looks like things, while they might have been challenging, are switching to be beautiful energies where you don't have to be in a hurry. You're grounded. And if this has to do with work or, say entrepreneurship, something where you have your own business, whatever the case may be, the outlook is very good. But now this is your challenge. So your challenge is to go for what it is you love and to reach that. But your future is saying you're getting out of whatever confusion or challenge there was and going into this beautiful, stable energy, which is going to enable you to actually go forward and have this. Wonderful. And they're right next to each other. Let's get, whoa. Okay, now the good stuff. Oh my gosh, look what jumped out. They jumped right over onto the floor. It's good, better, and better. Okay, here you have the World. This is where you are completing a cycle. You started this cycle, have gone all the way through to the end. You should be proud of yourself for the efforts you have put in because you've managed to go all the way through. So it's a big change. It's a big ending, okay? And if you go by this, it looks like whatever the challenge was potentially has to do with home, finances, the more practical or the more everyday kind of things that you're dealing with. So whatever that challenge is, it's over, which means a new beginning. And with these cards, to me, it really does look like it has something to do with the financial or home front. And here, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is where you're ending a cycle, right? So therefore, it is a new beginning. Here's the new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And it certainly looks like that here. And finally, absolutely beautiful, one of my favorite cards, the Three of Cups. This is where it is time to celebrate. And one of the things I love about this energy is it's the type of energy where you can be you. You don't have to try to put on a mask or behave in a certain way because you're going to a certain place that requires, certain behaviors. Like an example would be, when you go to work, you put on your work hat. When you go home, you take that work hat off and you're just you. Well, this celebration is where you and everybody else in that celebration are just being yourselves. So it is so at ease, relaxed, enjoyable. It's a beautiful energy. So wow, this is a lot of good stuff. Completing this challenging cycle. And it flips. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, enabling you to go forward and have everything improve greatly. You have the Queen and the King. And then this wonderful celebration. Okay, now at the bottom of the deck, you have this Five of Pentacles where you're feeling alone. And I think this is making reference to here, right? Not the Queen of Pentacles, but the Three of Swords. This particular energy and this energy, these are coming from within you. It could have external sources, but it doesn't have to. These could all be from within, self-doubt, things like that. So yeah, I think that's what this card on the bottom is all about, is earlier on the challenging energies. And right here in your future is where this big flip happens, right? The challenge, things are not equal. It's not the give and take. So you're on guard, feeling the challenge, but then something within you, and this is, near future because this is for March. Now, it can extend out some or be a little shorter because time is fluid. But a flip is going to happen in the near future where you're going to be putting this energy aside and taking on this energy of where everything is so good. Love this. So it's no wonder you're over here, deep in contemplation, trying to use your intuition to figure things out and find your enlightenment. And that could easily be the catalyst for this big switch. So maybe you do or will have a good handle on what the problem is. And going within is helping you find the answer. And this gives me chills, by the way. Especially this part. Because, wow, what a switch. I mean, just look at the look on their faces. Here it looks, so uncomfortable. And here, she is so pleased and so at ease. Okay, let's go just a little deeper and see what else we find out. Okay, let's get a card for your past. I'd say this is a beautiful energy. Okay, here things are not fair, they're not even, they're not balanced. So you're walking away. And you feel like you've done all you can. You really feel like you can't do any more. So it is time to leave and to go for what it is that is right for you, where your happiness is. It's good to see that. And here you have the Wheel of Fortune. Here you have the Wheel of Fortune. So it looks like this is where you're in the process. You're still in this energy, still dealing with it, but you're in the process of creating the change. And here is where this is starting to come in. And I think this is key over here. And it's coming from within you, using your intuition and wisdom. You are realizing what needs to happen. And so you're bringing it into being. So I think, you might not totally get rid of this energy, but you might, everybody needs this, okay, at times. So it might be that you're taking this from where you're all the time in this energy to just bringing it out when you need it, because you see that this new beginning is coming for you, and it's going to be a wonderful new beginning. Okay, now for the future. Oh yeah, for certain. Death. This is a big transformation. It's major arcana. You are transforming out of this challenging energy and going into this absolutely beautiful energy. And you can feel it. You feel this change coming. So Aries, I think this is an awesome reading. And if I remember correctly, I think Scorpio had, it was different, but kind of had a same overall feeling to it. You know, where there were challenges and things evolved. So if you have Scorpio placements, you might take a look at that reading. Now, like I said, I wouldn't swear to it. I could be wrong. It's one of those things about being human, right? Okay. Here you have the Two of Swords. This is where you need to make a decision. And you have a blindfold on. Use your intuition to help you make this decision. So now I'm feeling more like, okay, this is a definite, you see it and you know it's got to go. Here is where you're in the process, you know, of making it go and bringing in this new beginning. And the immediate future is where this total realization is coming in, creating this big change. So here, to me, this is where, like the remnants of this, where you're having to deal with whatever happened, right? Make the decisions, you know, the more, I don't want to say mundane, but the more technically side, you know, where, okay, I've made this change, I still have to deal with these little tidbits. Because you're not going to get out of this energy, because it's beautiful. So this decision to me is a very easy decision to make, and you're using your intuition to do it. But this doesn't say this, but I feel this, that part of this is, even though you know the answer, you know that you're going to need to deal with the little tidbits from back here. We all know how life goes. Say if you move, for an example, to a new house, you still have to deal with the old house, right? You got to clean it up and either sell it, or you know, if you're a renter, then it gets rented again. You have to sign off on whatever. So to me, that's kind of what this is. Just dealing with whatever has to be practically dealt with. But you are using your intuition, so you are going by the inner you, which is here too. Okay, now let's see the good stuff. And yes, this comes under the challenges, and it is a challenge. It's not a huge challenge, but it's a hassle challenge. So to me, it really doesn't have a lot to do with this. It's more to do with the finalizing and removing the challenges. Okay. Beautiful. The Queen of Cups. She is the mother archetype. She is all about the love. You know how mothers are, most mothers. They have so much love, and all they want to do is help. I'm a mother, and that's kind of the way I am. I just want to help my kids. So you have this, which is beautiful. And for me, both of these two cards right here, the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups, are two of my cards of your support system. Obviously, this one is because she is the mother archetype and filled with love, and she wants to help, right? So she is a support system for you. And here, this is because everybody is so close or understands each other so well that they can be themselves. So if you need support at all, it is definitely here for you. And you know how mothers are. Well, we all have some interesting relationships. Some are just filled with love, and others are, you know. Anyway, I won't go down that road. But listen to your mother. I couldn't help but say that. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Swords. And so for me, you have two challenging cards here, right? these both are referring you back to here. Both of these are energies that are coming from within you. These are your thoughts about being alone. You know, and the challenges that come with that. It brings other doubts, etc. in. And here, this is where you're feeling stuck. And I can see over here where you're feeling stuck. If you feel like you have to guard things, you're feeling stuck, right? And here, if you're feeling so alone, and it's just such an uncomfortable feeling, this one is, I can see where you feel like you need to walk away, right? So I'm sure that at the bottom of the deck, it is referring to these energies. But I think this is an absolutely beautiful reading because it's saying by using your intuition and seeking the enlightenment, and this is all within you again, right? Your intuition. You are taking a challenging situation, totally flipping that script and turning it into something absolutely beautiful, filled with love, being at ease, fortunate new beginning, and totally getting rid of the challenges. Having to deal with the yucky aspects of it, you know, but every time you get one done, you know, that's the end, right? So this is an important step because once you get the last one of those done, it's gone. All right, let's see what the universe has to share. And I do love this reading because it's one of those, you know, Cinderella type stories where you go from the challenges into this wonderful life. Love it. And I say Cinderella loosely. You know, it's just in a bad situation and then things turn around and are beautiful. Okay, let's see what the universe would like to share. A tower, definitely. A tower could be the catalyst for change. And if it is a tower, and don't always think towers are bad. Some towers lead to wonderful things, right? Maybe I should put it here because I think this is part of, this might be the last deep, deep emotional challenge that goes with this. But towers can be very good. And in this case, I would say this is a very good tower. This might be some big, you know, emotional release of all of this. Possible. Just my thoughts on things. But yeah, you are bringing in a tower, and I would say this is definitely you. And then tower's an abrupt change. It didn't, okay, it's an abrupt change. However, that doesn't mean it wasn't thought out first, because this is definitely going in and working through it. This is where the change happens, right? Okay. So that is definitely a good tower. But it definitely shakes things up too. And if there's other people involved, and most likely there are, it's going to be a tower for them. There doesn't have to be other people. This could be solely from within. Okay, here you have the Seven of Swords. And the way I'm feeling about this is here somebody was doing you wrong, or something was wrong, right? This could be where somebody is trying to take things from you, cheat you, just do something bad. But it could also be strategy on your part, how you are creating this change from here to here. It could be either or, but I do kind of get a feeling that it is quite possible it is the prior one where somebody wasn't being fair, right? You were having to stand guard. So that's why I feel like that. But it could be either or a little bit of both. Maybe you know that you have to be a little more strategic to create this change. and have it flow. All right, let's see what else we have. We have the same energy as your overall energy. So this is the universe confirming that. And it does add strength to that. And I do, like I already mentioned, to me, this is all coming about because you were going in to find your enlightenment and you were very committed to it. Yeah. So you're getting yourself unstuck, getting out of the challenging energies, the unfairness, feeling like you always have to be on guard, and trading that in for something absolutely beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, you have a new beginning, the Fool. So it's another major arcana. It's a major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, and major arcana. So this new beginning is going to be a big one, okay, because it's all major arcana. So it is going to be a big change of some sort, and a very, very positive one that you will love. And if it is finances or job, money, entrepreneurship, whatever the case may be, it is going to be a change that where you feel so fulfilled. Love this. All right, let's see what the Oracle cards would like to share. And let me take a look here for just a second. I did a reading for you on the 12 astrological houses a few days ago, so you might check that out. It might add insight to this because they're both at the beginning of March. Okay, what do we have here? Reach out. We know you are reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help we're offered as it is about the emotional benefits in learning that it's truly okay to accept support, however it's presented to you. And remember, I said for me, these two cards right here are my cards of support. So yeah, if somebody is reaching out to you to help you, find a way within to accept that help because it is here for your benefit. Okay, and I think it might be a good idea to share this one with you as well. Inspire passion. Life devoid of passion can be boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. And the reason I wanted to bring this out is because that has potential to be part of this and this, okay? Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. So this makes perfect sense with this reading. That's why I wanted to share both with you. All right. Now let's close this out with a few charms to see what they would like to share with you. Okay. Transformation. Butterflies mean transformation. And death. That's what they use. You know, the word is transformation, or one of them. You are totally transforming out of this challenge into this fabulous energy. Here, you have the word inspire. So be inspired to create this change. And according to this, you totally are. Okay. And you have a starfish. And for me, it's a couple of meanings. One, starfish live in the water, right? And so that brings in this intuition, you know, the water energies, the cups energies, intuition and love. And another thing I'm picking up from this is, if you have ever seen a living starfish, or, you know, movies or documentaries of them, you will see that they kind of, I don't know how to word this, undulate. They move in a way where everything fits perfectly, where it's, you know, they're not quickly dodging here and mad dashing there. They're kind of going with the flow. If they need to make a detour, they make their detour, right? So it's a much smoother way to go through this change. And at the bottom, you have a celebration. This is a wine cart, and it might have hors d'oeuvres on it, but it's saying, okay, after you go through this, it is time to celebrate the beautiful successes. Have a wonderful March. Much love.